Maybe you heard of me? I'm Harry Jones.
Harry Jones, eh?
That's right.
Never heard of you.
I've been around. I know the boys and such. I used to run a little liquor down from Wanemi Point, riding with a Tommy gun on your lap and a wad on your hip that could choke a coal chute. Plenty of times we had to pay off 4 sets of law before we got to Beverly Hills. Tough racket.
Terrible.
Maybe you don't believe me.
Maybe I don't, maybe I do. And then again, maybe I haven't bothered to make up my mind. Just what is this build-up leading to?
I got something to sell you. Cheap. A couple of C-notes. Would you pay that?
If it does what?
Helps you find Rusty Regan.
I'm not looking for Rusty Regan.
Look, you want to hear it or not?
Go ahead and chirp. I'll pay for anything I use. But $200 buys a lot of information in my circle.
I know Rusty Regan. Not well, but enough to say, how's your boy? And he'd answer. Rusty, he was sweet on this singer named Mona Grant, whose name changed to Mars after she married Eddie. Rusty, he got sore at her doing that, so he went and married himself a rich dame. You know her.
Vivian Regan.
Rich dame that hangs around the clubs like she don't sleep too well at night. Tall, dark, enough looks to be a Derby winner. But Rusty, he couldn't get along with her.
But he'd get along with her father's money, wouldn't he?
You'd think so. Anybody would. But Rusty, he was a sort of cock-eyed buzzard, had long-range eyes, was always looking over into the next valley. I don't think he gave a damn about the Sternwood, though.
So he took his real love, Mrs. Mars, and ran away. Touching story.
Mrs. Mars, Mona, she stopped living with Eddie. She didn't like his rackets, especially the sidelines. Blackmail, bent cars, hideouts for the hot boys out east and such. One night, Rusty told Eddie, right out in the open, that if he ever messed Mona up with that criminal rap, he'd be around to see him. That was the kind of guy Rusty was. He weren't afraid of nobody.
What you told me ain't worth a couple of C's.
Would you pay $200 to know where Eddie's wife is?
I think I might, yes.
Agnes found her.
Agnes? Girl from the bookshop? She's too big for you. She'll roll on you and smother you.
It's kind of a dirty crack, mister.
A rookie out of the police academy could get Agnes to tell what she knows.
Look, Seamus, I came here talking about 2 C's. That's still the price. I come because I thought I'd get a take it or leave it, one right guy to another. And now you're waving cops in front of me? You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Hey, give me a taster. $5 worth of what you know.
Mrs. Mars ain't with Rusty. Everybody, and I mean everybody, thinks that Mona Mars and Rusty Regan are together, someplace. But they ain't. She's being held in a hideout 40 miles from L.A., so that the law would think that she dusted with Rusty, so that they and you and people like you would stop looking for him. Agnes knows where she is.
You'll get your 200.
Meet me at the Four Wilder Building, Western and Santa Monica, 428, a room in the back. You bring the money, I'll take you to see Agnes.
Why can't you tell me here and now what I need to know?
I promised Agnes.